At the time of recording this video, I am 35 years and I've been married for 10 years. If I could go back in time and give my younger 25-year-old self any advice, here's what I would tell her. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tinike and I film about lifestyle, food, faith and all that good stuff. If this is your first time joining me here, you're welcome. I am 35 years old and I have been married now for 10 years. That means I got married at the age of 25. Yes, the young age of 25. I always wanted to get married at 25 and I got married at 25. And if I could go back in time and give my younger self any advice, this is what I would tell her. I have listed out all the points on my phone here. So if you see me looking up and down, I'm just trying to keep, to point. As I'm filming this video right now, I am in Maldives. I'm here with my husband. We are celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary. You guys would have seen the video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it for you guys to see it. It's a beautiful one. And I am just so thankful for the journey so far. But here are 10 things that I would tell my younger self or any other person out there that you should look out for before getting married, okay? Or even if you are married, okay? These few things would help you. Now, the number one thing I would like to say is the red flags that you ignore when you are dating, they are not going away, okay? They're going to become more evident and more visible during marriage, okay? So make sure that those red flags that you're ignoring now, they are not deal breakers. If those red flags are deal breakers, and what are deal breakers? Those are things that you feel like can scatter everything, can end your marriage, can scatter the home. That is what a deal breaker is. So if emotional abuse, physical abuse, infidelity, all those kind of things are deal breakers for you, you should not ignore them. Marriage doesn't change people. I'll say that again. Marriage doesn't change anybody. In short, those behaviors become more amplified during marriage, because the truth is, when you are dating, you guys are not living together. I'm saying this from a Christian perspective, because as a Christian, you're not supposed to be living with a man when you're not married, okay? So but when you're married, both of you are in the house, so those red flags, they become more evident and very glaring to your eyes. So those red flags that you are ignoring now, saying, oh, he will change during marriage, he won't beat me in marriage, he won't cheat on me during marriage, he won't do this during marriage, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. There is nowhere that marriage has ever changed anybody. So those red flags, they're going to become very evident. They're going to be glaring you in the face. You're literally going to be waking up and sleeping to those red flags. So make sure that you make sure that anything you want to ignore, they are not deal breakers. Okay. Number 2 point is love is not enough. I know when you are dating somebody, you're in love, you have butterflies in your tummy, you feel as in you're feeling all good and cozy. But I'm just here to remind you that love is not enough to keep in marriage, okay? Yes, it is important, but it is not enough to sustain a marriage. So make sure you go into marriage with your eyes wide open. Like your two eyes like this, open it, shine it. Don't let love cloud your judgment, okay? A lot of people have gone into marriages because they felt they're in love, they love the person. When you get into it and you start facing real life issues, real life problems, you will realize that love does not even do anything for you. Yes, you should love the person that you're going to marry, but it is not enough. Don't base the decision of marrying somebody based on only love. No, don't base the decision of getting married like your future, your forever. This is somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Don't base it on love alone, okay? The number 3 thing I would like to say is that the things that end up breaking homes are not usually big things, okay? A lot of times, sometimes, yes, they are big things, but a lot of times they are not big things. They are little things that accumulate to form what I like to call little big things. If you speak to people that have gotten divorced or separated, sometimes it's not even infidelity, it's not abuse, nothing. It's just little things that pile up, and before you know it, you begin to resent your partner. You begin to resent your partner. You begin to feel a certain way about your partner. So those little things now that you're putting aside and thinking, oh, it does not matter. It does not matter. It's just a little thing. He doesn't check up on me. He forgets to call me. Oh, it's because he's busy at work. It's because he's this. those little things are going to form little big things. They are going to begin to pile up as resentment in your heart, and before you know it, you're going to begin to resent your partner. So those little things that you feel that they don't matter, they matter. My partner does not always check up on me, my partner is not always nice, my partner does not do little things for me. Those things that you are saying, oh, they are small things, we can put them aside. No, those little things form big things. So it's always important to talk about those little things. And nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. But those little things, discuss them. Those little things that disturbs you, that aches you, silently, discuss them now. And let you and your partner put in the work to make it better. All right. So that's the number 3 thing. Number 4 thing I would like to say is it is okay to marry that guy with potential. I know I start saying this because in this world of social media, with all the big glamorous weddings that we see, with all the big glamorous weddings that we see happening every day on social media, everybody's looking for this already made men, and the truth is not everybody is going to get that. And social media can literally steal your joy. They can make you almost feel like, oh, maybe the person that you are dating is not enough, or he just has a job, like he just started his life, he's just earning, one small salary, has a place that he's living, blah, blah, blah. It is okay to marry that guy with potential. I promise you, once the guy has the drive and the person is hardworking, you guys will be all right. I'm not saying go and marry somebody that does not know what they're doing in their life yet. No. I'm saying that person that you are with that has potential. Potential means that they have something that they are doing right now. Please, something visible and tangible that they are doing right now that is bringing in money for them every month. It is okay to marry that kind of person. Not everybody is going to marry one king's daughter or Omolagbaja or this. Not everybody is going to get it. It is okay to start with your partner and build up from there. It is very okay to marry that man with potential. And I say this because me too, I married somebody with potential. I had a job and we started our lives together. I think when we got married, we were both trainees. I just started working. Like, I think I got married 6 months after getting it wasn't my first job, but my first serious job. So it's okay to marry that person with potential. Both if you're a man watching this, if you're a woman watching this, it's okay to marry that man with potential. It's okay to marry that, that girl with potential. It's very okay. Number 5, finances are one of the most important things in a marriage. See, you see this finances thing, you can't even overflog it, okay? Finances is so important, and finances is one of the major things that break homes. It is so important, and as a girl, as a man, it is important that while you are dating, you guys discuss your finances. It is very important. I mean, sit down, pen, paper, and biro. Okay, this is what I earn. This is what you earn. Are you okay maybe doing 60, 40, 70, 30, whatever ratio that you guys want to do it, please talk about it before you get married. It's not inside the marriage that you now try and be figuring it out. No, that is what your dating period is for. Ask questions as regards finances. Ask your husband, who is going to pay house rent? Don't assume that it is the man's responsibility to pay house rent, because you don't know where the man is coming from. You don't know if in the man's family, it's the mother and father that used to pay house rent together. You don't know. You don't know if it's the mother and father that built the house together that you're living in and it's both joint effort. You don't know all those things. So it's important that you ask. Don't just assume. Am I going to pay house rent? Who is going to pay children's school fees? In the house, who is going to buy food? If you want to travel, who is going to pay for tickets? Who is going to pay for hotel? It might seem like a lot of questions, but I promise you that you are better off this way. You are better off this way than getting into the marriage, then these things start to cause fight, because you'll be expecting that okay, Oga pay school fees. You say Shebi is his own mother that sent him to school. You to send your children to school. It is very important. Discuss finances. pen and paper, discuss it. Okay, when we collect our salaries, how do we split it? What do we do with it? Do I keep my salary and maybe do this with it? Do you spend on the house? Know how you're going to run your family before you get married. Okay, just so that you avoid any shockers down the way. Number 6, ask questions. No question is too small. No question is too big. No question is too stupid. Ask questions. Truth is, it is when you ask some of these flimsy, unknowing questions that you even get to know what is in the heart of some of these men. I even want to say that these days, sometimes I read some things on social media and I'm like, is this somebody that is going to marry this man? Is this somebody that's going to marry this girl? Because some of the things that you read, if possible, go and be checking their presence on social media and be checking some of the comments that they are leaving. Ask questions. Ask questions. If tomorrow now we have children and I want to travel with my friends or with my sisters, are you okay looking after the children? If tomorrow I earn more than you, are you okay with it? You hear some men say, God forbid, my wife can never earn more than me. Carry your shoe and run, my dear. Carry your shoe and run. Okay, you have to make sure that the person is, ask questions. Like, think of where you see yourself in the next 10, 20 years. Like, if you see yourself as the MD CEO of a company in the next 10 years, ask questions that will be relevant to you as of then. Do you understand? So if you want to be like an MD CEO in the next 10 years, you ask like, if in the future I have a very demanding job, right? Are you okay, with us getting nannies or helps? Are you okay if you are the person that picks up the children from school? Are you okay? Like, ask really important questions, not just about where you are right now, about your future self, things that will be relevant for your future self. Okay, are you okay if tomorrow my friend wants to celebrate birthday and wants to go on a trip with her friends? Are you okay with me going? Just ask questions, because the truth is, I still read a tweet today and somebody was saying she had to beg her husband for 5 years before he allowed her rent a wig to wear for photo shoot. Like, why? And I understand where the person is coming from. When I looked at the story, I'm thinking to myself, it's possible that when the man met her, he met her as a natural hair person, and maybe that's what he likes in his woman, a natural hair person, right? Now, if you are somebody that asks questions, you're a natural hair person. In the next 10 years, if I decide to start making my hair, or in the future, if I decide to start making my hair and wearing wigs, is this something you'll be comfortable with? These are some of the questions that will reveal the person that you are going to marry. Do you understand? And the thing about marriage is you have to be open to change. You married somebody. I got married at 25 years old. You marry somebody at 25. That person is not going to stay the same for that 10 years, for the next 10 years. The person I am today, I pray, and this is my desire, that I would have grown and improved and even be a better version of myself in the next 10 years. I'm not planning to stay the same. I'm planning to be a better version of myself. So always think of yourself in a better light and a bigger light than where you are now, and ask relevant questions to where you see yourself in the future. So if that kind of girl now has asked her husband, in the next 10 years, what if in the future I want to start wearing wigs? Are you okay with that? You understand? These are some of the things. I didn't ask my husband about wig because I was wearing wig. But my husband likes hair, for example. And if you guys follow me here, you will see that there was a time I was on low cut, right? I cut my hair, right? Funny enough, a few months after I got married, I decided to cut my hair. And I just went to meet my husband. I want to cut my hair. He said, okay, that you can cut it, but please don't cut it too short, that he likes hair. I said, okay. So I did all those, those ones that you be coiling the hair. It wasn't short like a hair. I even had added extensions into mine a little bit. So I looked like a short wig exactly, but most of it was my hair, right? So even like 6 months into the marriage, I'd already changed. What I wanted was not the same thing, like as per my looks. I wanted the different looks. So you need to ask questions. These questions will save you. Are you okay bathing the children? When we have children, and these are some of the things I ask my husband, when we have children, are you okay waking up in the night to feed the baby? It's only me that will be waking up in the night to feed the baby. So that you will know how to choose your struggle and your battle. If you marry somebody now, you think that person will wake up. Sometimes you might just be tired in the night and you just need a helping hand. That is what your spouse is there for. There are some men that will say that immediately their wives give birth, they move to another room. Like they leave their wives in the other room. And the wife, some of the times the women now start feeling tired and neglected. And these are some of the small things that form future resentment, because you will be so tired and exhausted, and one person will be sleeping in the other room. One person that both of you came together and created that child will be sleeping in the other room. These are some of those little things that form small, big things for you. Okay, so please ask questions. Don't just ask questions about now. Ask questions about your future, where you see yourself in the future. Tomorrow, are you okay relocating? If I get a better job tomorrow outside the country, are you okay with all of us packing up and going, and you following me, and you going to look for greener pastures, even if I'm the person that got the job? Important questions, please ask them. Carry pen and paper and be writing them. Then it will help you take an informed decision. Number 7, I wrote, you are not running out of time. I feel like the society holds women to so much pressure and so much pressure. And the truth is, because of that pressure, oh, you want to be married by 25. I'm not even going to lie. Nobody puts me on that pressure. But from a little age, and this is so funny, I grew up in a house where my aunties lived with me. I had 2 aunties and they lived with me and they didn't get married on time. In short, we used to, like, pastors will come and pray and they'll be praying for them, and I just made up my mind that I was not going to be one of those people. For me, from when I was a little child, I told myself that I must marry at 25. I must not be one of these people that they'll come and be praying over my head. Thank God that God just heard my prayer and I did not have to go and marry what I did not know. But honestly, you are not running out of time. I think one of the things that I almost feel like, oh, I wish I experienced this before getting married, is living alone and just enjoying my own company. I really, really wish I experienced that. I didn't experience that from my father's house. I went to my husband's house. So I never got, the experience of living alone, enjoying my own company and doing all those things that I could have enjoyed as a single lady. I didn't get to experience all that. So, and that's just because I kind of put myself under that kind of pressure of I want to be married by 25. In short, I don't know, maybe I'll say the story of how me and my husband met, but the first time I met my husband, like physically, we had been talking over the phone, but the first time I met him physically, I literally told him, I think I was already 23. I told him, I want to be married by 25. The guy was taken aback. Like, who starts talking married from the first, on the first day they are meeting somebody? But that was just me. But and I don't even advise that for anybody, but the truth is, you are not running out of time. You see, marriage is a lifelong commitment. It is a lifelong commitment. It is best that you get it right. It is your future self will thank you. So please calm down. Open your eyes like this, your 2 eyes. If you need to do it like this, you can say I'm doing it. Open it. Marriage is a lifelong commitment and you don't need to rush into it. Don't let society, don't let your parents, don't let anybody put you under pressure to go and marry what is not, okay? All right? Your bad decisions are going to be living with you. It's not going to be funny. Number 8, hold yourself to the same standard you require in your partner. And I think I've come to learn this even after, it's not something I knew before, I've just come to learn it. The same standards that you require of your partner, please hold yourself to the same standard. And I recently put on my Instagram stories recently that, men also deserve soft love. Like, women are like, soft love, soft love, soft love. But they don't even treat their men softly. Like, I was saying recently that I'm going to start teaching my son soft love. I'm going to start loving him so softly and so gently that if he meets any woman that doesn't know how to love a man softly, it repels him. Okay? And the truth is, when you love a man as softly and as gently as you want to be loved yourself, it is easy for the man to reciprocate it back to you. Okay? The same standard that you're holding your partner to, please hold yourself to that same standard. Because I feel like a lot of girls hold their men to high standard, then give themselves the bare minimum standard. It is rubbish. It is nonsense. That is somebody else's child too. The same standard that you hold your partner to, please hold yourself to that same standard. There is no double standard here. If you want to be loved nicely, if you want a kind partner, if you want a considerate partner, if you want an intentional partner, you have to be all those things yourself. And this just goes to girls, because a lot of girls want all these things in the man, but they are not any of these things. They are not any of these things. Please, the same standards you hold for yourself, you hold your partner to, hold it for yourself. If you want soft love, you to know how to give soft love. Don't be giving hard love and be expecting soft love in return. No, 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 no. Okay? Soft love. Okay? Give yourself partner soft love, you will receive soft love. Number 9, marriage takes intentionality. I say this to people. I say there are easier things to succeed at than this marriage. You know that it's easier for you to be getting promotion in your job and your career and all those kind of things. It might be quite easy. See this marriage, there's no KPI, there's no format. Like, what worked yesterday might not necessarily work today. Because human beings are constantly changing. Okay, so it takes intentionality, and it's annoying when intentionality is coming from only one person. So it takes 2 intentional partners to make marriage work. If you are dating somebody and the person is anyhow, you might experience an anyhow marriage. I'm just trying to tell you. You need to make sure that the person that you are going to spend the rest of your life is intentional. You see that intentional word? You need to marry an intentional person. And it's not jam. Yes, you can find intentional people, or you can at least try to teach them intentionality if you're already married. If you marry an anyhow person, anybody that does the as it goes, as it walks, anyhow. Once you hear anybody that's saying anyhow, that person is not a good husband or wife material. It's not a good husband. Marriage takes so much intentionality. You have to be so intentional about making sure that marriage works. Okay, so marriage takes intentionality. Number 10 is your faith and God. Your faith in God, and basically God is basically what will bind your marriage together. See, the Bible says that can 2 work together except they agree or except they are one. You see, that God factor is what really brings everything together. It's the cord that basically holds you and your partner together. I would like to say that it is important that you marry somebody of like faith. It is important that you marry somebody of like mind. In the Bible, when God was going to scatter the languages of the earth, he said they were of one accord and they were with one voice. And he looked at them, that the fact that they were of one accord and in one voice, they could accomplish that goal of building the Tower of Babel. They could have accomplished it because they were of one mind and of one voice. One of the most important things in marriage is your faith in God. It really brings everything together and binds it together. One person cannot be sitting at home. I don't believe in going to church. I don't believe in Jesus. No, you guys have to be with one voice and with one accord. When you do that, nothing will be impossible for both of you to achieve together. Both of you can achieve anything when you work together in the path of God. This is the last point, but this is the most important point that I'm going to give you. Marry somebody of like faith, marry somebody of like mind, marry somebody of one voice. I would even say that if you are hot and on fire for God, don't marry a lukewarm Christian. The person can quench your fire. Not to talk of marrying somebody of a different faith. Please marry somebody of one voice, okay? Somebody that you can pray together, you can hold hands together, you can decree something together and it will be established. Somebody that you speak the same language of faith together. That is the person that you want to spend your forever with, okay? Truth is, life is going to throw so many challenges along your way, and I have so many, as in I can't even tell you. In my first year of marriage, I was pregnant for twins and we lost the twins together. We lost the twins, and how me and my husband overcame that, it's just God. It's just God. And I thank God that, that situation did not leave me scarred. I was like 6 months pregnant, gave birth, lost the twins. I mean, it was this was less than a year into the marriage. Life was already trying to life. And I remember my friend at the time, my friend, she's still my very good friend now. She was dating somebody and she looked at how me and my husband were just trying to comfort each other and be there for each other. And she was dating somebody. She said, say, I don't think I can marry this person. No. That's what she said. She said that if something like this, if I was married to this person and something like this happens to both of us, I don't think he can be as strong and, the strength that your own husband has given you in this period. I don't think he can be that person to me. And, they broke up. There were other things also in the picture, but she said that time. Life is going to be filled with different challenges, but, with God on your side and, making sure that you open your eyes. I'm going to come closer again. Open it very well. Open your eyes very well before you get married, okay? Don't rush. Don't settle. Okay, don't settle, please. And I just want to add one bonus tip because it is very deep in my heart to say. I think this one is for the single people. Let's just leave this one for the single people. I will do another one of, for the married folks. But when you get married and you start having children, and I'll say this, very important, your children are not there to separate you. Your children are there to bring you together. The Bible says that, the man shall leave his father and cleave unto his wife. So there's nothing that's supposed to separate. There's a lot of times when women start having children, there starts to be this separation. And it starts by men moving out of the room because they don't want baby to disturb their pretty little sleep. Your children are there to bind you together. They're not there to create a wedge. Why are you people having separate rooms? Because you're married. Explain it to me. It makes no sense. If you are a married woman and you and your husband have separate rooms, pack your load and go back to your husband's room. Both of you should be sleeping there. If he chases you, if he leaves that place, goes to the sitting room, you to go and lie down in the sitting room. Wherever it goes, you go. Yes, I mean that, really. I really do mean that. You would see that both of you are more closer when you sleep on the same bed. Like, what do you mean? Because we have a child, you pack out? Like, no, I'll carry that child to wherever you are. You will not sleep because I will bring that baby to wherever you are. Yes, we're going to choose violence then. I kid. Oh God, this is just off what I was trying to say, but I just feel it strongly in my spirit. And, I know some people that some of the issues that they started having, it's not infidelity, it's not nothing, but the wedge that formed in their marriage was because they gave birth and husband had to move out of the room. And before you know, there starts to be this wedge and there starts to be this divide in the marriage. As a married woman, you have no business, none whatsoever, having a separate room from your husband. Not even your clothes. Your clothes does not even deserve to be in a separate room. Wherever your husband's clothes is, that's where your clothes should be. Wherever he is, that's where he should be. If he decides to sleep in the sitting room, you to carry mattress, go and sleep in the sitting room with him. I'm serious. I'm not even joking, straight face. Okay, guys, I think I'll do another one for, for the married part. But if I was going to go back in time and give my younger self advice, those are the 10 advice that I would give my younger self. If this video has been helpful to you, please share it with somebody else. Thank you so much for watching. Let me show you my underline life. I'm currently in Maldives, and let me just show you my beautiful view. I hope you can see it. Let me see. I'm trying to turn my camera. Yeah, that's the view. That's the sea. All right. Thank you for watching. I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. So here's a bonus point that I didn't mention for the single girls. You are not just marrying him. You're marrying his family. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. If you see a pattern, maybe his elder brother is married, and this goes for the boys too. It goes both ways. If his elder brother is married, and your sister-in-law is always going to fight the elder brother's wife, they will come and fight you. They will come and fight you. Don't think that you are better or you're special, or maybe because the girl that the other brother married is not a high class girl, or she's not as in this and that. They will come and fight you. Okay? You're not just marrying a man, you're literally marrying his family. You're marrying his family. So please check the families that you're going to marry. You're not just marrying a girl, you're marrying her family as well. Check the family that they come from. Check the family. This is so important. Check the family of the man, of the woman that you want to marry. Make sure that they are kind. They are kind people, and they are people that don't have issues living and cleaving. Some people have issues leaving their sons and daughters. Make sure that they are not people that have problems leaving their son to just be fully married and committed to you. Okay, so that's a very key point, like so key. You're not just marrying the man, no, you're marrying his family members. Look at patterns, look at how they act, look at how they treat people. Look at it, okay? Because the truth is, how they treat people is going to be how they're gonna treat you. All right? Okay, so this is very important. Look at the family, your in-laws, as in-laws play one of the major roles in breakdown of some homes. Okay, you see somebody that just got married now, the brother-in-law will pack inside and come and be living with them. This is another thing that you should ask your husband or your partner before you marry. Are we going to allow family members to come and live with us? Is it okay with you to allow family members to live with us? And if they are coming to live with us, for how long are we going to allow them? If it's from my side, it's going to be the same thing. Like if it's on my side, maybe we'll just both decide like, okay, nobody. In short, decide that nobody should come and live in your house. I kid. That's a joke. But but there should be, there should be boundaries. Like, oh, if somebody is going to come live with us, how many months is applicable? Maybe 3 months or 6 months. And if maybe after that the person is still not, maybe they need somewhere to stay. Even if after that, who is going to tell the person to leave? Obviously, it has to be whoever's family member it is, and making sure that both of you uphold that decision. So please talk about these things. Talk about it. Ask. Are we allowing in-laws to come and stay with us? Sometimes it's not maybe they come to a place and they don't have anywhere to stay, which is understandable. But sometimes it's just for no reason. All of a sudden, because you are married, all of a sudden everybody will just pack and come and stay in your house. Maybe because the boy has left self-contained, now 2 bedroom because he's married. Okay, how can I come and stay in the extra room? Why? Like, it's just not applicable. So you guys should talk about these things. Talk about it. Are we going to allow in-laws stay? For how long can they stay? You understand? These are some of the things that you should make sure you ask. You're not just marrying your man, or you're not just marrying your woman. You're marrying her family. If you have some people that are just nosy, if you see that the in-laws are nosy, like don't be putting nose inside everything. Ask your husband or ask your wife, how do we ensure that these people do not poke their nose in our matter? Okay? Because the truth of the matter is, whatever happens in your home, you want it to stay in your home. Once you start speaking and reporting and talking about your spouse in your faces of your in-laws, and the faces of, if every time maybe your husband, you go and report you to his mom, all those kind of things, they start to see you in a certain kind of light. Or every time you go and report your husband to your mom, they start to see your husband in a certain kind of light. So it's very important that just make sure that you discuss in-laws boundaries. Boundaries are very important. Boundaries for in-laws and things like that, and interference from in-laws and all those kind of things. So please open your eyes. Make sure you marry into a kind family, a very kind family. All right, it's not just enough for the man to be kind. Let his people to be kind. All right.